up, YouTube? It's your girl, Zoe. What up, YouTube? It's your girl, Zoe. So today I'm going to be making a video about things I wish I knew before I became an adult. Whew. If you are like a college student or a teenager, please take this advice. Like, I am 22 years old, but like there's so much stuff that I wish I learned when I was 18 years old or even 17 years old. So please take this advice. It is serious. I will be reading off of my notes because I am a note person. Sorry if you don't like it. But before we start, hit that like, not that like because you haven't even watched my video yet. Hit that notification bell to get more, to get updates on when I am posting videos, because I'm trying to post videos every week, at least twice a week. So we're trying to do that. So yeah, the first thing, taxes. I wish I learned how to do taxes when I was like actually like 18 years old or 17 years old, because now it's 22. I'm still trying to figure out how to do my taxes. It is very difficult for me personally. How to do taxes. Some people use TurboTax, some people use online sources to do their taxes. If you do make a lot of money or a lot of income, you do get somebody to do your taxes for you. But it's just personally, it's just finding all of that paperwork. Like, I feel like as a young person, I just throw things like, oh, if I don't need it, I just throw it away. If I don't need it, I just throw it away. But you're gonna need that stuff because you're gonna need to put it on your taxes. You need to know like how much money did I accumulate over the year for certain different things, so I can put it on my taxes and I can get a tax return. So definitely as a young person, I feel like ask your parents how they do their taxes so you can learn. Watch them when they do their taxes every year. It really does help. Like for me, I had to really watch my mom as she does her taxes. She usually has somebody do her taxes for her, but like what she like accumulates or what she puts down on her taxes is something that I watched her do, like how she had to keep her paperwork together. Like, don't throw important paperwork away. Like, don't throw your W-2 forms away. Like, don't throw those forms away. Like, please don't throw those forms away. Like, you're going to need them for your taxes. Like, please keep them. And I feel like they should definitely like implement this in the school system. Like, these are things that we need, like that we don't learn when we're in school. And like, you're gonna need to know this, like especially if you're gonna file your taxes when you turn 18, you're definitely going to need to know this, because the IRS will get you. They really will get you if you do not pay your taxes, or if you do not file taxes as well. They will get you. And people don't know this, or some people might know this, some people might not know this. They will put your butt in jail if you do not file your taxes, or if you put incorrect things on your taxes. The IRS will get you. Next, credit. Oh my God. Credit. Woo! Credit, 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 credit. This is very important. As a young person, they will try to get you. They will try to get you to sign up for credit cards. Keep signing up for this, sign up for that, sign up for that. The fashion, your favorite shopping places will get you try to sign up for credit cards. Literally, like Victoria's Secret, for fashion, or it's not fashion Nova, Forever 21, they have credit cards. They want you to sign up for a credit card. You know, they say, oh, we'll give you like 10% off when you first get a credit card. Yada, 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 this, yada, yada. You have to make sure that your credit card that you're getting is a good credit card for yourself. Not only that, you do not want to have a lot of credit cards out. Boo-boo. They try to get you, because first when you're young, you just use them, swipe, 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 swipe. You're gonna swipe them everywhere you want to go, pretty much. And when you swipe those cards, it adds up. Not only that, you have to know the interest on those cards. Interest can be from 3% all the way to 10%, 13%. Yes, I have a credit card that is 10%, okay? I don't use her all the time, honey. I only use her when I want to gain something from that credit card. So like Southwest, they have like points benefits. So if you use the card, you get points for flights and you get free flights. But sometimes the downfall is they can have a high interest rate. So personally for me, I only use like my credit cards, my high interest rate credit cards, when I know I'm trying to get some points or something, or trying to gain some points, and I know that I'm going to pay it off right away. So it's very important to keep up with your credit cards, because when you don't pay your credit card bill that month or the minimum, they will put that interest rate on there, and it'll double sometimes. Some credit cards do that. I don't know if all credit cards do that. Don't hold me if I'm wrong. But some credit cards do that. Whew. Credit cards, you don't understand, man. I had a credit card bill that was so high, like really high, and I'm still paying that mother off, okay? So be careful when it comes to that. A lot of college students are always targeted to credit cards because, you know, people are trying to make a commission, but not only that, is because we use them. We're gonna use them. It's free money to us, essentially, but you're gonna have to pay that credit card bill off, and it's gonna keep going up. And not only that, but credit cards go with your credit score. People. That's why it's so important to make sure that you pay your credit card bills off, because your credit score will suffer. And like, oh my God, from like 20 years, 30 years, when you're like 60, 70, or even 50, and you want to buy a house, it's going to be difficult because of those credit cards that you used in the past. Your credit score is going to be low. Like, oh my gosh, speaking on credit score, that is another thing I want to talk about. Credit score, they do not teach us this. Like, oh my God, this makes me so upset. Credit scores are so important. Like right now, I'm working for a loan company, and I'm learning so much about loans. I'm learning so much about how it's important to have a good credit score, because if you don't have a good credit score, it's harder to get loans. It's harder to get houses, cars, things like that you want to purchase. Because if you have a low credit score, you're going to be paying a high interest rate, people. High interest rate. Not only a high interest rate, but you're going to be paying daily or weekly payments if you have a low credit score. So that's literally kind of like double payments of what somebody that's a monthly would pay. Like, no, you do not want this. So it's important to have a good credit score. Now, if you have a bad credit score, because it does happen, we're young, our brains are still developing. You know, there are definitely credit repair companies that you can go to that will help like build your credit score back up. But it's really important when you're young to like really consider like the future, and to make sure that what you're doing right now is not going to affect you in the future. So that's what personally for me, I have a good credit score, I'm not gonna lie, but I want to make sure that my credit score stays good. So all the things that I'm doing I need to make sure that my credit score stays good for when I want to buy a house or when I want to buy a car. Also housing too, like housing does go with your credit score. So if you do get evicted, honey, that's going to be on there. You don't want that stuff on your record pretty much. That's what leads to the next thing, housing. I wish somebody taught me how to like find a house or find an apartment or stuff like that. It can be very difficult, especially as a young person. They don't want you. Like, I don't know why. Like, pick me. But I guess because we don't have a lot of credit, and also like they want double or 3 times the income. They want you to make double of what the rent is, so like your income. So that can be very difficult, because as a young person, we're just getting our feet wet. We're just trying to get into the niche of things. Our income might not be as high because we're starting from low. We're starting from entry level basis. So our credit score or our just income is not going to be that high. So I wish somebody told me this, because that would probably make me feel a lot better knowing that, and not make me feel like people don't want me in housing. But also like how to sign a lease, what goes into the lease. Like, I wish somebody told me that. Like, oh my gosh, read your lease, people. Really read your lease before you sign it, because they're like the littlest things, they can get you on that, like for real. Like, really read your lease. Like, I wish somebody told me that there are places that offer 6-month leases and not 12-month leases, because whoo, I would have picked the 6-month lease, because I just know myself. You never know. I want to get up and go and move, because I'm a person that likes to do a lot of different things. Maybe I wanted to do that instead of be tied down to a year lease. Or I did not know some places offer month-to-month leases and not just a full lease, a full year, which for me, I probably would have liked even better. But these are things that they don't tell you when you become an adult. You have to figure it out on your own. So that's something that I wish they would have told me about. But yeah, definitely housing, I think, is something that they should teach in the school systems as well. The other thing, stocks. They do teach this in economics, but I feel like they should teach it a little bit more, because like as young people, we could be making so much money right now if we knew how to do like a stock market and like actually figure out how that works, because whew, there is a lot of money in that, people, like for real. I won't go into detail about it because stocks is kind of confusing and kind of really interesting, but if your company has stock and they are, and employees, usually if you're employed and they have stock, they'll give you a discount on that. Take advantage of that. Please take advantage of that. Like if your company is good in the stock market and they give you like a percentage, take advantage of that. Like that's right there, that's gonna help you like in the long run. That's gonna help you for your future. Like take advantage of that, please. The next thing that I want to talk about, I'm sorry, like I'm like rambling on right now. There's just so much stuff that I wish people would have told me. Like it makes me upset. It actually makes me upset. The next thing I want to talk about is an IRA or a 401k. This is retirement money. Please sign up for it if you can. So for the 401k, you can sign up through your company. They pretty much match your 401k. So what you get then, they match it to your, what you get on your paycheck, they match it to your 401k. This is pretty much you're adding money, you're adding money, adding money. So when you get a certain age, I believe it's 60, I could be wrong, you're eligible to take that money and have it, and that's like your retirement money. And then an IRA is kind of different. It's kind of not with a company, it's kind of like a personal, like if you own your own business, or if you work for yourself, or you have like contracts that you work on, but you don't work with one company for a long time, they have this. But literally, y'all, like 401ks are more known than I believe IRAs. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, because you're gonna be with a company. Like this is so important. Like if they have this program, please sign up for it. Like yeah, they're taking money from your what's it called, paycheck, but like they take money from your paycheck when you have taxes. Like y'all, come on now, they're matching it for you. Please get an IRA or a 401k. Like this is your money for your retirement. You don't want to work your whole life. Like there are people that have to work when they're 65 years old, or when they're 70 years old. Like they don't, have a choice. Like if you have a choice, get the 401k, like benefits. And do it while you're young. Like do it when you're 20 years old and when you're 22 years old. Like I'm trying to do it right now. Like do it while you're young, because that money adds up and it adds up and it adds up. And if you try to get a loan, you can use your 401k to get a loan as well. If you have like certain amount of money in your 401k, sometimes it's like $25,000 you have to have in your 401k or your IRA account. So definitely, come on people, get that money. The last thing I probably will be talking about is budget. Wait, hold on. I have to sip my water. Like, you don't understand, this really gets serious. Okay, it's important to make a budget. My mom was so much talking about, so make a budget, so make a budget, so make a budget, so make a budget. And I was like, finally, okay, mom, make a budget. Because when you're young, oh my gosh, you don't be really paying attention to where that money be going. Like for real. And so for myself, I made a budget of how much I want to spend a week, how much I need to put away for my rent, how much I need to pay for my car note for the month, about my credit cards, everything. I made a budget on how I'm going to pay the credit card bills off, how much do I need to save for my paycheck, for my rent that's due the next month. Like I put down a budget, like my personal spendings, things like that, because it really will help you, because you're gonna spend your whole check. And then you're gonna be wondering at the end of the month, oh my God, I have to pay for this, I have to pay for that, I have to pay for this, I have to pay for that. And it's gonna be difficult, and it's gonna be hard. A lot of my friends always like tell me like, Dan, you know how to budget well. Like we wanna take tips from you. And I thank God I have a great mom who really can help me and really helped me create my budget, and is always on top of me about my bills. If you don't have that, definitely make reminders for yourself. Like we have these beautiful phones now that we can like my gosh, do a lot with. And you can make a budget on your phone. You don't have to be on a computer. Or you can make reminders for yourself too. Like I have reminders in my calendar on when I'm supposed to pay my credit card bills, because I have like 3 credit card bills right now. And they're all different. They're all different times. So I write it on my calendar so I remember, like, oh my god, so you gotta pay this bill by then, because you already know they're gonna be on you. They gonna be on you. So yeah, that's what I have pretty much have for that. Also, like, budgeting can be fun. I feel like if you budget, like, it really will help. Like I budget even my hair expenses, my makeup, my nails. Like, yeah, that's how like serious I am about budgeting. So I want y'all to get serious about budgeting too as a young person. But these are the things that I wish people would have told me when I was going to be an adult or am now an adult, because it's really you're really gonna need it like for the rest of your life. And if you want to like own your own home, own your own cars, own your own property, real estate, you're really gonna need to know like what I just talked about, like those things, those dynamics are gonna get you what you really want in the end. So I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell like I always talk about. Subscribe. Also comment. Tell me what you want me to do or want me to talk about. Like, I like to talk a lot. I'm starting to get foam in the mouth, if you didn't notice. Because I'm talking so much and I need to slow down and drink my water. My beautiful water right here. But tell me what you want to hear. Like, I'm always here for you all. I love talking about different topics. So if you want me to talk about something else, let me know. And yeah, so until next time, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.